Hey everyone, in this video we'll learn about tuples. So tuples is also one of the data type. We won't use that much. Okay, so in Python programming, so we won't use this tuple and sets. We won't use that much, but it is also important data type. You have to understand like how to access these elements inside it, and also you have to. It is also one of the storage purpose. Okay, so to store multiple items in a variable, so you use tuple. So similar to list, set, dictionary, so in the same way it is also one of the collections of data type. Okay, using this data type tuple, so you can store multiple elements or items in a single variable. So that is the purpose of this tuple. But in programming, so you won't use this tuple that much, like compared to list or dictionary. But you have to know what are the difference between this tuple and list and other data types. And even though they do the same purpose, like so they ultimately it will help you to store multiple items in a variable. So this similarly list also do the same thing. So but you have to understand like why, what is the major difference between other data types with tuple. So that part you have to understand those things. So so let's go through this. So ultimately tuple is also nothing but a collection of elements, but you have to remember these two things. Okay, so which is tuple is also ordered, list is also ordered means what, like you can access the elements through index, right? So 0 1 2 3, in the same way you can access the elements in tuple also using this index. Okay, so that is nothing but ordered. And also it is unchangeable, like in list you remember one word which is known as mutable means what, which will change. But this tuple is unchangeable. Okay, so immutable, so which won't change. So once you declare a tuple, so you can't change that. What my point is, like, so you can't replace that element. Like in this example you can see apple, banana, cherry. So if it is a list, you can replace this banana with another, but in tuple you can't do that step. So that is a major advantage. Sorry, I won't say it's an advantage. It's a type. It's a property of that tuple. So okay, so this is the way you can create a tuple. So you have to give the, this is a syntax. Okay, you have to give this round braces and have to give items. So in this way you can create this tuple, and after that you can understand, okay, what are the concept. It is ordered, unchangeable, it allows duplicate values, how to access it. So in the same way you can access it based on index. And I already covered this. Ordered means what, unchangeable means what. So it will allow duplicates. You can see here apple, banana, cherry. Again you give an apple, cherry. So you can give the duplicates, but you can't replace that element with another element. That is not possible. So then length also same purpose. You can just click on try it yourself and you can see. In case if you want to create a one element tuple only, this is the way you can do. So okay, so you have to put the comma, so then you can create this. And let's see, same way, like so how to store the elements in a list. In the same way you can store multiple data types. Okay, so like string, integer, boolean, so all these things you can store it in a single tuple. So you can do that, it won't be any issue. Okay, so you can see here. Then you just have to, so using tuple method you have to create. Then the tuple is a keyword and you have to pass double round braces. Okay, so in this way you can do. So this is a common thing. Okay, so this, if you can just refer this thing, so then it will cover most of the data types, like differences. Okay, list, tuple, set, dictionary. So all this difference, what is a major difference between all these data types, just which is common in all the other data types also. Like list is, you already know which is ordered, and mutable means which will change, it will allow duplicate values. And tuple is means what, it is also ordered but it is unchangeable. Like once you declare a tuple, so once you define, you can't change that. Okay, so you can maybe there are methods to add something, but you can't change the element, you can't replace that element with another element. So that is the most important thing, so you have to remember. And also it will allows duplicate values. Set and dictionary will cover in the next sessions. Okay, so this is the way. So you can just so already you already know, so you already seen this thing in the list. So similarly you can declare this tuple, and after that if you want to access the elements in this way, you can access One, if you give zero, you can get apple. If you give -1, then you'll get the last one. That is nothing but cherry here. So these are same steps. Okay. Then what? Negative indexing already covered. So if you do this is also same range of indexes. In this way, you can get similar how you given in the list in the same way. It is included. The second one is included, and the last one, whatever number you give, that won't be come. So till that part, whatever values you have there, so it will come. So it is also starts with zero, and this is the way from beginning to till this point I want. This is the way you can declare, and from this particular point to till end I want, then this is the way you can declare. Okay. So just normal same way. Okay, so you're just checking whether this element, this item is present in the tuple or not. So this is the way, the syntax, and you can see. Okay, so next updates. See, this is interesting. Okay, so just try. Um, See how they are doing this step. So ultimately, so you want to replace this banana, in this banana place. You want to modify with kiwi, but directly you can't do. What you can do typecasting. Typecasting means what? So converting one data type to another data type, that is known as typecasting. In this example, you can see here. So this is a tuple. Okay, so you already know you can't. Replace that element with another element. What you can do here, what he is doing is like he's converting this entire tuple into list, then he's modifying list. You can modify, so it won't be any issue. So then again he's converting back to tuple. So these are the steps he was doing. So in case someone asks you in the interview, so you have to replace this with this one, then this is the technique. Because you have to convert that into list, and after that you can modify that, you can replace that with the required desired element you want to add. Then later you convert back to tuple. So in this way you can modify. So add elements also like this, same thing concept is like they'll convert back to list, and after that they're appending, then they're converting again back to tuple. So these are the steps actually they are following. So or you can see here, maybe you can add the at the end, you can add. So here one tuple with another tuple you can add. Okay, so this is what they're doing. So this is already one tuple is there, they again declare created one another tuple, they're adding this tuple with this one, so then it won't be any issue. So it will be added at the last. So that is there, that won't be any problem. Then remove items. Okay, so you can't remove the items. Okay, then if you want to remove, same process, you have to convert something, the tuple to list, then you have to remove using this remove method, then you can do that step. So delete also you can use. So then you can do this, just click on try it yourself, you can see. So, unpack. Okay, so you have these elements. When we create tuple, we know this is called. See, whenever you are creating any tuple, so you create in this way, right? So this is known as tuple. Sorry, packing. So the terminology, the term is known as packing. So if you want to extract the values, then this is known as, you know unpacking. So you already see, this is an interesting concept. Okay, so now fruits is a tuple, and it is a variable, so it is storing all these items in a tuple. So what they are doing is, so now if you declare like this, apple is green, banana, I mean at the end, green, yellow, red, these are variables. And what he is trying to say is like, if you give like this, apple is assigned to green, banana is assigned to yellow, cherry is assigned to red. So that is what the, so the concept. So in case, in this way also you can do. Okay, so you don't need to explicitly call fruits of zero, fruits of one. You can assign some variables like this, but remember though that this has to be in the tuple format. Okay, then only it will understand, then it will match, and uh, these values will be stored in these variables. So that concept is explained in this, and the terminology is nothing but an unpacking. Okay, unpacking a tuple in this way. So using asterisk you can do. So suppose there are multiple. Okay, so you don't know the number of items which are present inside a tuple. So simply you can use this asterisk. In this case, what happen if you try red? So the remaining elements will be present. Okay, so that is the advantage of this asterisk symbol. See, simply, so earlier case there are three variables. Here we have five variables. So you already know. So you have only want to put the things in a three variables and simply use this asterisk symbol. Then the rest of the elements, whatever items which are present inside the tuples, which will be stored in this way. So in this format. So that is the advantage of this asterisk symbol. Then same concept. Okay, so then last one, I think last one red is cherry. So first one is green. Then the remaining things will be on the tropic. See, that's it. Normal things. Then loop, for loop you already know. So if you want to access each element, so same concept, right? You already studied in the list. So same thing. So you just have to so syntax is like this: for this is a variable, x is a variable, and you are iterating this particular data type. This is nothing but a variable here. This variable which is belongs to the tuple, so you are just iterating each one. So that's the concept. And this method also you can use range of this length, same thing which you already covered in list. So in case for loop you already know. So for loop you know the number of indexes, or you know the certain end result, or not end results. You know how many times you want to iterate the loop. Then you go for the for loop. And in case you don't know how many times you want to iterate the loop, then you have to go for the while loop. So based on the condition, the syntax is different. So you have to put some condition in the beginning, then after that in the below you have to give some increment or decrement. That step you have to follow. So remaining things are same. So join is this. Okay, so you want to add two tuples. Okay, this is nothing but a join. So the answer will be ABC, then 1 2 3. So we've already seen this example earlier. So same way. Okay, so that's nothing but join. Multiply. So if you want to multiply this one with another tuple, so this is the result. Okay, so you will get like this in a tuple. So it will be, it will come from two times. If you give three, then you will get three. Apple, banana, cherry, apple, banana, cherry, apple, banana, cherry. So in that way you will get. See, that's it. Next, tuple methods. These are the available methods, default methods which are available, built-in methods you can say in tuple. So similarly, you have in a list there are multiple methods, right? So like append, remove. So in the same way, you have in tuple you have these methods like count, index. We'll click on this. We'll see. So count means this. So you want to count five, like it will return number of how many times the number five was there. So two times it was there. So these methods are these built-ins are useful. So in some context, like suppose you want in a list you want to find some element or something. So then in that case, if you can convert that into typecast it into tuple, then you can use this method. Then it will return the result. So these methods are very useful. So you have to remember this count. Then after that index. Index is, so it will return the where this 8 is present in the actually it will give the first occurrence. Okay, so in this example there are multiple 8s are there, but it will give the first return, so first occurrence. So it was present in the third net, like 0 1 2 3. So if you want to give 7, it will return 2 because 7 is present in the second index. Here also 7 is present, but it will look for the whichever which it will look for the first occurrence. It will start from left to right. So based on that, whichever comes first, it will give that index. Okay. So that's it. Uh, then you can just these are the tuple methods. So yeah, I think we covered tuples. So tuples are done. Whatever these are the methods, you can check this exercise. can just try. So okay, what will come? So this you can just try this example. Like you can just try like this. Print fruits. Print the first item. So first item is like zero. In this way you have to give. You can just click on this. You can just check. That's correct. In this way you can just try these samples. Okay, so whatever values. In this way you can try the exercises. Next, I'll cover the sets and dictionaries, and we'll cover these topics in the next tutorials. Okay.